Sure. Why not? Why wouldn't I allow access? What was I doing? Hello, hello. Thank you for the button pushing. All the hearts. How's everybody doing? What are we going to learn today? I'm up on the couch. What does that mean? God knows. But we do have caffeine. Hello, Fitri. Zoop. Where is the couch? The star of yesterday's live feed. I'm sitting on it. I'm now the queen of the couch. Hello from New Mexico. A Dorado. Ooh. I just got a neighborhood alert on one. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know. Good morning. Good morning. Sometimes people say they can't hear me, but maybe their sound is down. I don't know what. How do we even move up sound now? Okay, I've got some people that can hear me. Good. Typing discreetly at a meeting caused trouble in that meeting. Do it. Thank you. I know it was 1 minute of the couch behind me. I was trying to figure out how to make my live streams professionally good, like with a camera and stuff. And I'm just learning. I'm learning in real time. That's all. I didn't see a school alert. What did the school alert say? All right, everybody can hear me. Good. How's Bruce? Brucey, how you doing? Come in here, big guy. Thank you. Okay. What was it? Oh, the ring alert. Oh, possible explosive devices planted. Ooh. I hope not. I did not see that. But let's hope that is not a thing. Let's hope. Hope. That would be terrible. Okay. I know I was going to talk about how on the Ring app, there are people pulling their kids out of the school. I just finished, I don't know when that happened. I literally just ran past the school, and it didn't seem like there was any issue. There were kids out playing, and so I don't know if that alleviates any worries or anything like that, but I hope that everything is fine. Hello, Shadow. Hello, Heather. Good morning, Emily. Thank you, Shani. Thank you. I like all your fun comments. What are we going to learn about today? Yesterday, I never even got to my point of, on the Ring app, somebody said, is anyone missing a goat? Really made me laugh. I think I gotta cool my couch. We're doing it. We're learning a little bit at a time. Okay. Maybe. What book did you do a quote from a few days ago about giving challenges we can only handle? That was the Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, Emperor. It's his diary from back in the day, and he didn't think anybody else would read it. It basically just says, hey, you get to decide how you handle things. Don't let anybody else impose upon you how you feel. And you can see that in a logical way. Like, when the same thing can happen to two different people and they react differently, which means that there isn't an actual right or wrong way to perceive something, right? I just like, there's some interesting things in here that you're just like, where is this coming from? Um, he uses some metaphors that will get me kicked off. Trying to find a short one. I like this. Don't stray, but do what's right whenever you're moved to act, and stick with what's clear and certain whenever you think. Should we do a meditation of the day? Don't stray. You got something that you think is right, you go do it. You do it. You take it down. That's Notebook 4, 22 of the Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Ashley G Book Club. We should. It's Joey. Joey. So what should we learn today? First of all, let's put our hair dust in, because we have to do that publicly. Otherwise, does it count? You were delaying your cleanup today. This is hair dust. I'm just trying to figure out which brand is the best, and my hair, I'm making it longer on top because it's fun to play with. I'm growing out my winter coat. Trish wants to learn why I have a million vacuums, because I like to eat off my floor, Trish. Why buy tables when you can have extra vacuums? What do you think? Little curl there. There's something not quite right about it, you know? Something not quite right. I didn't see your previous comment about your hair. What did you say, Melissa? Put it again. Excellent point, swashbuckling. You need one of the robot. Oh, you said I'm having a great hair day. Oh no, and then I was like, I need to do my hair. It was super floofed. Thank you so much, Comet Camp Bookstore. If you are an actual bookstore, I'd like to come. What is hair dust? It's a texturizing powder, volumizing and texturizing powder. Hello, is this the Roadrunner show? I think so. I don't know what that means. How you doing? Look at that. Ooh, a heart on my head. Look, TikTok people gave me a heart on my head, so we make my hair as high as possible. You sent a donut. Thank you. Thank you. Should we go with the full on spiky? Thank you, Nicole. We met at HEB. You were buying seafood. I hope the seafood worked out. I remember you. Look how high my hair is. Phew. We got all the floof. We're bringing it. So our meditation quote of the day is, if you think something's right, go for it. You get it done. You can do it. You know what I mean? I have a book on the things that got you arrested back in the day out of the military. And that's kind of interesting. Oh, you're at Fort Bliss. No, I didn't write a book. No. I can't get my act together. Happy Friday. Oh my God, it's Friday. Because of the way I live my life, which is with reckless abandon, I never really know what day it is. Unless I have to be on an airplane, which seems to be almost all the time. Okay, you make an excellent point. You wrote Bruce, and it's in all caps. That happens to me all the time. All the time. And it drives me crazy. Why does, when I type my cat's name, it's in all caps on everything? Thank you, Farah. I don't understand. Army-Navy game this weekend. I have really no feelings about football. I'll watch football. I don't have like a I grew up in Pittsburgh. You legally have to like the Steelers. That's all that you can like. And football to me was just about chips and dip and hoagies. Should we see what we can learn about today? What topic should we see if there's a fun fact about? Oh my God. I want you to know I can't drink caffeine unless I have a L-theanine. Soil. Oh, should we see if there's let's see if there's probably soil conspiracies, aren't there? Okay, soil. 15 facts about soil. Let's see if we can take something that seems really boring. Crazy facts about soil. Okay. Soil can contain powerful antibiotics. We learned yesterday that, I was thinking today when I was in the shower, that I've turned into like a really weird Mr. Rogers. Yesterday we learned that spider webs used to be used as Band-Aids. Now we're learning that soil is antibacterial. All right, five interesting soil facts that will make you change your mind about soil. I can believe it. Okay. There are more living organisms in a handful of soil than there are people on Earth. No, that's a boring fact. Tell me I can eat dirt, or tell me that it can hear my thoughts. Not that there's we know that there's tons of organisms. It just creeps us out when we think about it. That's a bad fact. Bad website. Bad. All right, here's one for kids. Here we go. Thank you for all the hearts and things. Thank you. All right, crazy soil fact. Soil is like, oh God, soil is like Earth's skin. This is a soil fact for kids. Hey kids, I want you to know, soil is like Earth's skin. And the grass is like the carpet in Earth's house. Don't step on it. Especially not in Texas, because everything will bite you. Gross. Soil is not Earth's skin. Ugh. And how is that a fact? Give my kid 5 facts. Give my kid 5 facts about soil. Soil is like Earth's skin. All right, now my kid never wants to go outside again. Friggin' weirdos. Friggin'. Are there? I want to. Okay, let's see if there's a soil conspiracy. That's what you got to do. Soil conspiracy. Oh, no, not spoil. Soil conspiracy. Conspiracy theory about soil. Moon landing. Conspiracy theories find potting soil in the Christian right. What? What does that mean? Okay, I'm seeing things about chemtrails. Can we really grow back our ribs? Well, I put that out yesterday. We read an article that said that you can grow back your ribs. So, but I think it's like teeny tiny piece at a time. So if you have a handful of soil, you are eating a world. I guess that's a good way to put it. Like you could just feel like an emperor. You wonder if I would ever do shows in Europe or Asia. I'm literally doing that this year. In February, I'm going to Japan, and in May, I'm going to Europe. So I'm not seeing too much controversial about soil, to be honest with you. I know that we're running out of sand as a world, right? We're running out of sand. It's a little bit like, it's like boring. There's some erosion stuff, but it's not bad. So we rip up Earth's skin and rub it in our wounds, and then we use it to grow and eat food. Yeah, we sound like the frat boys of the world. I'll be honest, I don't even know what I meant by that. I don't even know if I've ever met a frat boy. Today is National Brownie Day. Oh. Yeah, Dorothy, apparently we're running out of sand. Or there's a sand shortage. So sand is extracted far more quickly than can be naturally replaced. So what happens is people also steal sand. I don't know why. I guess their kids are really whiny and they need their play sets. Let's see. Stop. River sand mining is contributing to the slow disappearance of Vietnam's Mekong Delta. Yeah, so the thing is, are we running out of sand? If like, it's not disappearing, like we still have the sand. So if it's still out there, ban all sand castles. The U.S. has ships that collect sand and add it to the islands around our coast as a barrier from storms. Ooh. Edwards Air Force Base is all desert. There's plenty of sand in the bottom of the ocean. It's true. True. All right, let's find some other crazy facts. Fact of the day. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you. Hello, Latasha. The sand is being redistributed. Yeah, so it's not like a sand shortage. It's just being moved from places that it shouldn't be, you know. West and South Texas are full of sand, yeah. Oh, this is one of my favorite facts. Does anybody know what the national animal of Scotland is? I'll give you a hint. It's a unicorn. It's a unicorn. Isn't that cool? Yeah, we found a sand conspiracy. Okay. Australia is wider than the moon. Are there any Australians in here that knew that Australia was wider than the moon? People are injecting sand into oil wells. Oh, thank you, Rebecca. Australia is wider than the moon. That's pretty cool. The moon sits at 2,113 miles, while Australia's diameter from east to west is almost 2,485 miles. How about that, Australia? You're wider than the moon. All right, so we got, yeah, that is pretty cool about Australia. Pretty cool. Here's one that we should all know if we just use our brains. Headphones can increase the bacteria in your ears. Wearing headphones for just an hour could increase the bacteria in your ears by 700 times. Stop licking your headphones. That's what I say. We got Scotland. Avocados are not vegetables. Stop it. You're saying that they're fruits. But you know what? I don't care. That's a bad fact. There's some facts that they're like, hey, it's gonna get you with this fact. Australia bigger than the moon. Great fact. Not something I think about. Avocados, they can be a fruit, they can be a vegetable. No thanks. Oh, fun fact, they use a hawk call for an eagle in movies and TV shows. Oh, nice. Hi, Abby. Can you give us a Denmark fact? You know what, let's just look it up. Why would I task you? How rude of me. She's from Denmark. Let's find a Denmark fact. You can tell us if it's true. I'm just going to scroll, try to find one that is actually interesting. These are boring. Sorry, it's nothing to do with you. It's just that people, when they create fact things, they think it's a good fact, and it's just not an interesting fact. If you're going to say it's an interesting fact, you better give me a real fact. Oh, the Sydney Opera House was designed by a Dane. Yeah. There are more bicycles in Copenhagen than there are people. Denmark hosts the largest 4th of July celebration outside the United States. Interestingly, the U.S. tried to buy Greenland from Denmark in 1946 for a sum of $100 million. Denmark, however, denied. Denmark was like, no, you can't have it. You can't have Greenland, United States. What would we have done with Greenland? 1946. There was a lot going on in 1946 for then the United States to be like, hey, you know what? Let's also try to buy Denmark. Let's also try to buy Greenland. Good for you, Denmark, for sticking to your guns. Do you have guns? I don't know what was happening with Greenland back then, but it seemed like there was a lot going on at the time. So we got some cool Denmark facts. 100 facts that will shock you. Try me. Greenland owns the waters to its west, which contains a lot of oil. That's interesting. So we were after that, huh? You know, that feels a little bit heavy for my brain. Thank you, Sarah. I can tell you that when I was growing up, we had a fuel tank. My dad used to steal fuel, and then we had our own gas pump. And in order to hide it, he just built a little fence around it. We just lived in a suburb. Oh, thank you, Abby. Your dad's a retired Coastie. That's cool. Coastie's hardest basic training out of all the branches. Oh, gross. How come sometimes there's organizations that think the facts are interesting, and they're just gross? Like, animals that lay eggs don't have belly buttons. That freaks me out. You know what I mean? Oh, Hal is a 16-year-old girl and highly interested in joining the Air Force after high school. Any advice? Yeah, so there's some things you could do right now. You could look into Civil Air Patrol, which is probably in your area. If you go to a certain level in Civil Air Patrol, when you enter basic military training, which is in San Antonio for the Air Force, you will be 2 ranks ahead. If you can make it that far with Civil Air Patrol, you can go in and already be making more money than the people around you. You also get to do some cool things. They do search and rescue stuff. Civil Air Patrol CAP is a volunteer auxiliary. So check that out. Google Civil Air Patrol. See if there's one near you, or try to get involved. Maybe there's some stuff online too that you can get involved with if you're nowhere near one. Might be, but they're usually if there's an Air Force base, there's one near there. So you get involved in that. If you want to physically fit, if you want to like work on your physical fitness, check out my buddy Stu Smith. He is a Navy SEAL. He's retired now, but he helps people to train to go into the military. His stuff is pretty intense because he's training them to go into like special forces stuff. But you can, I did his 12 weeks to BUDS, which is basic underwater demolition training book. Super nice guy. If you live in the Washington, D.C. area, you can literally train with him daily for free. But check out Civil Air Patrol so that you can go in and make more money. And you can learn how to fly. They take you on cool adventures. Try to think about what you want to do and get the highest ASVAB score that you can. But also, you're 16. You can still look into one of the academies. Try to get into your West Points, your naval academies, your Air Force academies. Look into because you may be like, oh no, those seem like impossible. You can do it. If you want to do it, you can do it. That's my advice. Oh, your daughter is thinking of joining the Air Force. Yeah. So you just want to, the Air Force is one of the harder ones. Recruiter-wise, it can be difficult because they're a small force. They can be pickier. I don't know how else to say it, but sometimes they can just be like it's just they have a different vibe. So you just gotta keep on them. You're welcome, Hal. Let us know how it goes. Geometry is probably the hardest part of the ASVAB and pre-calc. Tell you what, couldn't pass it. Could not pass it. Thank you so much, Christy. What's up, Brandy? What's up? We're just trying to, we're vacillating between fun facts of the day and talking about going into what the best branch of the military would be to go into. Ooh, great fact. Great fact. Also, I can't move my mouth this way. I don't know where it's from. Okay, in South Korea, there is an emergency number to report suspected spies. It's 113. That's a cool fact. On board with that fact. That's awesome. How many spies does South Korea have? What are they spying on? For what? To whom? I want to know. Do it, Taylor. You're thinking about going into the officer program? Do it. It's great. Isn't that cool? Emergency number to report suspected spies. 113. I wonder how they decided on that number. Hi, Pat. That North Korea. It makes sense, Nicole, now that you say it. That's pretty neat. I think that's pretty cool. Okay. The platypus is the only mammal that lays eggs. Was it platypuses that we learned 2 days ago that when they sweat milk? Do all countries have reported, like who, okay, that's a good question. Do all countries have a number that if you, have a number to call to report spies? Oh, China has one? Do you know if there's spying or counterintelligence? Okay, so the FBI just talks about espionage on their website. Espionage is such a chewy word. Yeah, I'm not seeing it anywhere else. Why wouldn't we have that? Who would be on the other end of that line? Do not look at a platypus under a black light. So China has one, South Korea has one. Does anybody else know of any other countries that have numbers you can call to report a spy? That's pretty cool. What do you say? Like, you know what? I remember watching we always say that if you see something, say something. Peace. But who do you? But now that I say it out loud, who do I say it to? Hey, if you see something, say something. I saw something. I saw a thing. Great. What do you want me to do about it? Okay, in the United States, we're saying that we call the local FBI office. I've had to call the FBI on some of the people that like harassed me online. Not because they were harassing me, because I can't imagine people would care, but the stuff that they were writing was like about things that were disgusting and illegal, and they didn't realize what they were saying was like just like so out there. So gross. Oh, thank you so much. You and your husband have a big age gap too. Yay. I do want to come back to Jay Bear. You just talk to, in the United States, you just talk to your cell phone because the NSA is listening. Ooh, okay. Rob says, this is interesting. I got to click to see more. Rob says, we were told in Air Force Basic that if approached by spies, we were to agree to work with them and contact AFOSI, Office of Special Investigations, ASAP, to get false information to turn over to the spies and get wired later to arrest them. Ooh, what an interesting day in basic training where you're just like, last week I was in high school, and this week, what do you mean spies? Now I got to get wired up to like convince a spy. I would love that. OSI and OPSEC is always the answer they give, yeah. But I think a lot of people, they don't know what OSI is, you know? So we got South Korea and China have places that you can call if there's a spy. That is a great fact. Loving that fact. Oh, is anybody here from France? Can you confirm this fact? This is what we do here. We are not the news. We don't spread false things. We get it confirmed. If you are in France, it says most toilet paper sold in France is pink. Is that true that most toilet paper sold in France is pink? Please tell me. Why would it be pink? Are they dyeing it pink, or is it like that's where it's from? I am coming to Japan this year, February, with Armed Forces Entertainment. Pink? Is it pink? Tell me if you're from France or you've been to France. It's all I can think about now. It's all I can think about now. Is the toilet paper in France pink? Anybody? Can anyone tell me, please? Yes. You're from France and you don't have pink toilet paper here. And you spelled pink P-I-N-C-E, and is it pince? Taylor was told you need to pay to use bathrooms in France. I feel like that would end up being a problem. Maybe it dissolves better. I don't know. I'm hearing from, you know what? We need to give Bruce a misinformation treat because it sounds like most of it's not pink in France. So, Bruce, do you want your misinformation treat? We don't spread misinformation on this. Not knowingly. Definitely not knowingly. Ooh, now here's a curveball. Indigo Mo 72 says, I bought toilet paper in a small village in France last year and it was not pink. That's not a curveball because when I first read that, I read pink. That would have made it the curve. Bruce, we have to give Bruce I have to give Bruce a treat because we found a fact that's not a fact. That's fair, right? Hello, Carly. Bruce, hang on. Again, you have to talk amongst yourselves, so I don't have the treats right here. Bruce, Bruce. butt. Fairy butt, baby. Oh my goodness, Sharon, I came back to treats for me. To treats. Come on, Brucey. Come on, we had a fact that wasn't a fact. Misinformation treat. Come on, you want some fish? These are bonito flakes. Thank you so much for sending stars. Thank you. They do have pink toilet paper in the supermarket, but not in your house. Bruce, come on. Wake up. What are you doing? It's like noon. Come on. Come on. Come on. You gonna have a treat or what? You want fish? You're so shy. He's very sleepy. Bruce, we had a fact that wasn't a fact, and now Brucey, come on, buddy. Okay, now you're awake. Come on. You don't want to jump up? You being a little old man? Come on. Come on. Oh, look at that. Don't fall. This is a misinformation treat. Toilet paper in France is not all pink. We celebrate. We celebrate whenever we find something that's not completely true and that we disprove it by giving our cat the thing he loves most in the world, which is bonito flakes. Technically edible by humans, but if I ate his fish, he would cut me in my sleep. Bruce is the boss man. He's a good boy. So Bruce, I guess, I'm training him to really like misinformation. Do you see his ears then? You got backwards ears, and I'm worried that you're gonna punch me in the face. He's living it. Bruce's radar ears. Okay. Sometimes I just make it rain on him, or I just pour the treats on top of it. Meow, what? I'm sorry, did I bump you? How old is Bruce? He is almost 9. You thought they used a bidet in France. That's a good point. Nobody brought up bidets. Don't you use bidets in France? I've used a bidet before. I'm not afraid to admit it. You know who has the cleanest bidets in the United States? Nebraska. Their truck stops. That's what they say on billboards. It's weird. Cats have 37 muscles in their ears. Is that true, Bruce? In Moscow, you have to buy a toilet paper from a vending machine before entering the toilet. Ooh. See, it just feels problematic. Am I a minimalist at heart, or is my stuff in storage? 100% a minimalist. 100%. I would have, the stuff that I have in my house, I wouldn't even have that if I wasn't married. Don't like it. Don't like stuff. Don't like stuff. Bruce is being good. He being good? Okay. Children grow faster in the spring. Makes sense. Sunlight. Bullfrogs do not sleep. That's an interesting one. Where am I from originally? My mother. It's a gross memory. Can't be you love your library room too much. Yeah, books are cool. You identify as a bullfrog. Bullfrogs don't sleep. I'm concerned that that's not a fact. Because how could that be? Right? Bullfrogs are thought to be animals that can survive without sleeping for months at a time. While they shut their eyes and go on to rest, they remain alert during these periods. Excuse me? Bruce looked at me when I said that. Excuse me? First of all, you said bullfrogs don't sleep. Yeah, they have a nuance. Maintaining enough alertness to evade predators trying to surprise them during a snooze fest. Bullfrogs proved so good at this strategy that scientists once assumed they didn't sleep at all. What do we got here? Busting misinformation. Thank you for sending the rose, Kim. You ready, Bruce? Come on, buddy. Bullfrogs do sleep. Bullfrogs sleep, and therefore, what does that mean? You ready? That's for the crap that people spread online that is just lies, poorly researched. My cat will get all the fish as a result of your lies about bullfrogs and pink toilet paper in France. Take it, Bruce. Take it. Live the joy that we should all live. Misinformation treat. Here you go. I thought it was a container of leaves. He's a good boy. Now he's eating. He's like a grandpa. He's eating the treats that are on his stomach. What? I haven't seen Finding Nemo, so I didn't know that there was a Bruce in there. Misinformation treats. We do not spread misinformation here. Knowingly. Remember, knowingly. I'm sure there's plenty that we have spread. Bruce, you need your own spot. Okay, now we know bullfrogs do sleep. It's a bunch of nonsense to say that he doesn't. Say that they don't. Oh, Bruce is the shark. Bruce is the shark in Finding Nemo. Nice. Okay. Here's another fact. Ooh, fish cough. Good fact. Do you think they go, excuse me? Japanese square watermelons aren't edible. They're purely ornamental. I hate when things are ornamental. I don't like things that are, I want them to have a purpose other than just looking at it. How old was Bruce when I got him? He was a baby. He's ragdoll. Do they make PT belts for cats? Oh my God. We need to, so here's my little PSA for today. If you live in a neighborhood, if you have kids, can you give them something like a PT belt, like a reflective belt, like maybe just put some glow-in-the-dark face paint on them, because it's getting dark so early. You drive around in my neighborhood and you're just like, I can go 1 mile an hour. That's it. Kids, they have reckless abandon in and out of the street. This is dangerous. Alligator, this is a great fact. Alligators will give manatees the right of way if they're swimming near each other. Why would an alligator not just eat it? Neon paint right on the face. Maybe I'll make a video about it. To just be like, hey, your kids might not wear a reflective belt, but what if you like put some glow-in-the-dark paint on their face? Manatees are fierce? Are they? Are manatees evil? Are they like dolphins? Are they dangerous? Are manatees dangerous? No, manatees are not dangerous. Manatees are peaceful and calm marine animals that do not harm anyone. They are in fact curious animals who enjoy human interaction. Has a manatee ever attacked a human? They will not attack you if you behave, even if you behave inappropriately. Oh, so this is why alligators give manatees the right of way. Alligators don't eat manatees because manatees strengthen their hides when alarmed, making them harder to puncture. So alligators are just being lazy. They're like, I can't even digest you, so why would I even bother? Thank you, Ethan. Manatees have no natural enemies? How can that be? Manatees don't really have any real predators. Sharks or killer whales or alligators or crocodiles could eat them, but since they don't usually inhabit the same waters, it's pretty rare. Their biggest threat is from humans. It's interesting. Interesting. Okay. Some of these facts are they're like similar facts that I've read. Pigs can get sunburned. In Slovakia, they have Christmas carp that live in the bathtub for a few days before they are eaten. In Slovakia. I don't know the difference between a pond and a lake. You're right. I don't. Let's look that up. Between... I would imagine it has something to do with like space, how much? It may surprise you to know there's no technical difference between lakes and ponds according to the National Park Service. However, a general rule of thumb is if a body of water is large and deep, it's a lake, and if it's short and shallow, it's a pond. Oh, there's some other things say if the sunlight reaches the bottom, it's a pond. If the sunlight doesn't reach the bottom, it's a lake. Am I a lake? Maybe. True facts about ducks. No, I haven't looked at that. I thought I had no idea. Now, look at what we've learned. Oh, what's happening? Somebody's being rude. I don't we'll just ban them. There you go. Done. Blocked. Thank you. Did you know that the only 2 technically circular lakes in the world are in Florida? I did not know that. A lot of good lake facts. Hey, this is what I woke up thinking this morning. What is the opposite of a cup? It's not a plate. And a cup holds liquid. That's its whole purpose, is to hold liquid. So do we think that the opposite of a cup is, my husband and I were thinking that maybe it was a funnel, allows it to pass through. A strainer, good. That's what we're thinking, strainer as well. What's the opposite of a cup? One of those fondue fountains. I also thought maybe a hose, because a hose pushes out water. Strainer, okay. The opposite of a cup, a lot of us think strainer, but the strainer kind of has other purposes, right? And it's almost like a strainer is like a wannabe cup, if that makes any sense. Pitcher, funnel. These are thoughts. Hi, JJ. A strainer is just a broken cup, just like grass is Earth's carpet. I don't know. When you guys wake up in the morning, are you... It's not the cup's fault. It's not the strainer's fault. When I wake up in the morning, my brain is like this. Just full of bees. Thank you, World Steward. Or broken escalator is stairs, yeah. Going to the Field Museum in Chicago today. Cool, have fun. Report back. Thank you, Farmhouse Vinyl Company. Oh, they have dinosaurs. Okay. I'm really excited, and so now you can put a pond in your yard, and you can say it's got a lake as long as, I mean, technically as long as the light doesn't touch the bottom. So just make a very deep pond. Everybody has a lake. I see your comments, lovely Ace. Did I set up my tree yet? No, I don't set up a tree. I don't decorate anything. My life is one constant sameness. Do I like frogs? Yeah. I don't decorate for anything. So it's really, I don't like to have stuff year round. I think about, like, how much space is that taking up in my house? Bro, stop trying to summon frogs. Let's see. Okay. What? Let's see if this is true. The state of Ohio gives out different colored license plates for those with a DUI. Is that true in Ohio? In Ohio, do they give out different colored license plates if you have a DUI? We gotta look this up. Bruce, you might be getting a treat. Brace yourself, buddy. DUI. Party plates. They call them party plates? You can't call them party plates. This is Fox 8. The restrict... formerly known as this, whiskey plates. Whiskey plates! Whiskey plates are required to be used for at least a year and until the driver regains a valid license status. The restricted plates can be issued after a driver is convicted of their first offense and must be ordered for those convicted of a first offense with a high blood alcohol concentration test or after multiple offenses within a certain amount of years. Drivers don't need to use party plates. Party plates? Can you believe it? Like, yeah, whiskey plates does sound like a cool, like a TikTok challenge. Hey, everybody, we're here to try out whiskey plates. Whiskey plates. Requested limited. Georgia also issues a special plates that bear a special series of numbers and letters so as to be identifiable by law enforcement. Unlike Minnesota and Ohio, these plates are slightly less noticeable. Party plates. I'm going to bring out my party plates. No, it's different. It's different. It's not a snack. Yellow license plates in Ohio. Is this what they look like? Is that what a party plate looks like in Ohio? Does anybody know? Whiskey plates? Is that a whiskey plate? So you live in Ohio and you always avoid the cars with whiskey plates. I've never even heard. So if you get a yellow plate, you've gotten too many DUIs. I had no idea. I would have literally just thought, yeah, Ohio's just like, shame on you. I would have just thought that somebody paid extra for this plate. If I'm not from Ohio, I would not have known that this was a whiskey plate or a party plate, as some might say. A party plate. Today I learned that those just aren't fans of hot dogs, ketchup, and mustard. That is what it looks like, isn't it? The scarlet plate. So can you ever get them? Judges had the discretion whether to order the yellow plates to be displayed or not, but since that the laws were amended that these plates have become mandatory. If you have been ordered to use these and refuse to do so, there's an additional $100 penalty, and restricted driving privileges can be completely revoked. Okay, how do you get... It keeps saying OVI. Does anybody know what OVI means? If you... What is an... If you refuse to submit a breath test, you will receive an administrative license suspension. If you have 3 or more OVI convictions in the past 7 years. How long do the yellow plate... Here's a good one. I love peace and happiness. We're talking about how in Ohio they have these things called whiskey plates or party plates, which is really takes the severity, the seriousness out of it. It's somebody that's had too many DUIs. How long do they have to stay on there? Okay, these yellow party plates must remain on your vehicle for the duration of your restricted driving privileges. You will face additional fines and the revocation of your restricted license if you remove them prematurely. So you don't have to keep it on forever. People from Ohio really know how to party. The thing is, the party plates, like, they're cool looking. Why would you not? Oh, owner very intoxicated? Is that what OBI means? Operating vehicle impaired. Oh, okay. That's what a party plate looks like in Ohio. And it kind of seems kind of cool to me. I'm not going to go get one, but it definitely looks like, and now I need a McDonald's double cheeseburger. It's that subtle marketing. Follow plate to party. Don't get DUIs. Do not drink and drive. I just got a fact. Pineapples take 2 years to grow. I have a fact app on my phone. Pineapples take 2 years to grow. What are party plates in different... different states' party plates. What I love is how sweet this is, where it just comes out party plates, where it's just like actual plates. Occasions by Shakira. Okay. Now we all know, and it's a McDonald's marketing team. Asparagus takes 4 years to grow. Are you serious? Are you trying to give my cat a treat? A misinformation treat? I'm going to look it up. Three years. That's close enough. That's what? Although asparagus can be started from seed, the plants take 3 years to mature. Wow. It's sort of like a tree. Oh, look at this guy. This guy went and created a new account. I don't have a dog. I have it whenever anybody else will try to, will let me play with their dog. I will put them in videos. I used to have a dog. My dog passed away a couple years ago, and I don't have the lifestyle right now Though I want one. I want a dog right now. I would love to have a dog right now. My nectarine is here. Do we have any facts for the nectarine? What time is it? Ruthie, look who's here. You see? Look outside. Look who it is. Your dad's home. Bruce goes, meow, 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 meow. What kind of dog would I like? I would love to have a Irish Wolfhound. Who is that? Go get him. Go get him, Bruce. Get him. We get to do our recap. Do you... Meow, 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 meow. Hello, Nectarine. For those of you that don't know, nectarines and peaches are the same, but nectarines lack the gene that makes them fuzzy and therefore bald. Okay, you can hear Bruce meowing. You're home. You're home. I like that you're bald. I would, if you weren't bald, I would shave you. I'm quite frankly disgusted that you have eyebrows.
Kitty wants in on that. He wants to be a bald kitty too.
Bald kitty cat? Well, there's too much fur in this house. That's why we have 7 Roombas. Okay. Babe, you left. Okay, we need to do a recap of today's facts. Not as many as yesterday. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Do you know that in Ohio, if you get too many DUIs, they give you a specific license plate that tells everybody that you have too many DUIs?
Interesting. I would think 1 would be too many.
I agree that 1 would be too many. However, do you know what they call them?
No.
Party plates.
Oh my goodness.
And they look awesome. They're super cool. It looks like somebody that really likes hot dogs. They're like yellow. They look like a personalized plate that you would pay for, like in Delaware.
Well, you're paying for it, I'm sure.
Oh, Jay says, I thought that you win a bicycle. Yeah. Okay. Other facts. Asparagus. How long do you think it takes asparagus to grow?
6 weeks.
3 years. Great fact. Great fact, right?
You mean to ripen or mature? Because it probably starts.
Oh, here we
growing.
go. This is like yesterday with the snakes and the hats and the tectonic plates. No, I don't mean to ripen or mature. I'm fine. I also want you to know that when I find a fact and then we research it and it turned out not to be a fact, Bruce gets a treat. So he is benefiting from misinformation. All right. What do you trust HGTV?
No.
As a All right. I just grabbed my boob there. That seems fine. How about Bonnie plants?
I don't know what a bonnie plant is.
Bonnie plant is who you
Sounds
would buy
weird.
most of your plant. Okay.
Oh, I see. Okay.
How about the
I'm not arguing that 3 years isn't accurate for where you can harvest asparagus. Just that things grow once they've been planted in the dirt and you put water on.
Do you trust the Royal Horticultural Society?
Well, of course I do.
Asparagus is a long-term crop with plants lasting up to 20 years. They're usually grown from crowns or 1-year-old dormant plants, but could also be grown from seed.
How can there be a 1-year-old dormant plant if they don't grow for 3 years?
I don't know.
Bonnie plants.
No, this is the Royal Horticulture. They're trying to tell me how to grow asparagus, and I don't have 3 years left. Dig a trench. Okay. Grows in ditches here.
Sorry, I have a fish emergency.
A fish emergency? Okay. We'll continue to look that up. Okay, in Slovakia, they have Christmas carp that live in the bathtub for a few days before they're eaten. When you were in France, did you use pink toilet paper?
Yes. They also had bidets.
You would never use a bidet.
You certainly would. Care to keep it all clean?
Unless you were in Nebraska, which have the cleanest
We use
bidets.
bidets in the country. Rest area bidets, that is.
Some of these were boring facts. Manatees have no natural predators, and alligators will give manatees the right of way when swimming together. It's because manatees have the ability to make their hide stronger when they feel threatened. So alligators are like, I'm not even going to bother. Like, you're so chewy, I'm not even going to bother.
But they're so sweet and gentle.
Yeah, apparently, even if you act inappropriately towards them, even if you insult them and their mother, they will not bite you. That's what the internet said. Sliced bread was invented a year after the invention of TV. I'm just reading that now. And here's my favorite fact of the day. In South Korea, there is an emergency number to report suspected spies. It's 113.
Huh.
And I looked up to see if other countries had one. Not many. Not many.
Good trivia today, baby.
You're calling it trivia?
I'm sorry. Good facts.
You will take my work seriously. Even if it does mean me telling people, what did you just throw at me? That snails breathe through their foot. You're throwing cheese balls at me. The Roombas aren't here. You know I can't eat corn. You're tempting me. All right, well, I'll talk to you later. I'm going to go eat. He does not seem amused, right? Not fair. It's not fair. I'll probably be back later. Bye-bye. Ta-ta.